Hey guys, wanted to do a folding knife review video for you today, and this is a knockoff. This was purchased from AliExpress over in China. This is supposed to be the Dragonfly 2 H1 Salt. Now, of course, I was fully aware that was not the case when I ordered it, seeing as to buy this knife here in Canada, if I was to purchase it at one of my normal vendors, would be $73.99 plus shipping and tax. So you're looking at over $100 for this little knife retail here in Canada. This one in particular I paid under $5 for, including shipping from China. So do I expect it to be top quality? No, not at all. But I'll tell you why I ordered this. For the price, I wanted to know whether I had any desire to even own a Dragonfly. It's one thing to look at numbers on a web page to see what the blade length is, what the handle length is, overall length, etc., etc. But once you get it in your hand is when you're actually going to get a feel for these things. Now, where I am on the east coast of Canada, we don't have anybody selling Spyderco. I order all my knives online. We have no high-end knife shops in this city that I live in. Now, there are cities within travel distance that I could go and probably come up with something, but they're not going to have the variety that I'm going to be able to find online, so I don't bother. So, for the matter of $5, I've either saved myself the remainder, so saved myself 70 some odd dollars by saying, no, I really don't want this. Or I've spent $5 on a little case study to say, yeah, this is going to be a good little knife. I'll order the real thing. So this particular knife essentially has the same dimensions as the Dragonfly 2 Salt. So it's going to be a 2 1/4 inch blade, 5 9/16 inch overall, fiberglass reinforced nylon handle. Model number on this one, if it were the real thing, which as you can see by the packaging they sure try to make it look like it is, C28PYL2 Dragonfly 2 Salt plain edge. Comes with the regular Spyderco documentation, Spyderco logos all over the place. They do a good job, they really do. But when you get the actual piece of hardware in your hand, you can tell. Now, I'm a big Spyderco fan. I have a good handful of Spydercos myself already. They don't normally come with little plastic washers underneath I guess it could be metal, but anyways, little washer underneath the Torx. One is sunk way down in. I don't know how well you can see that. There you go. That's sunk way down into the handle. This side, it's up flush or higher. The thing just, if you look at the belt clip, I don't know if you can see that, it moves awful easy. And I've already tightened it up. Now if I break out another legitimate Spyderco wire belt clip, my EDC today, Manix 2, yeah, it doesn't move. I mean, yeah, you get some flex in it, but it's not pivoting in the channel, whereas this one is. Now, I said that I ordered this to see if I would actually like to have a Dragonfly. There's a secondary reason I ordered this. And actually, to be honest with you, I ordered 2 of these. I ordered the yellow one and I ordered a black one. And I'll tell you why I ordered the other one, and I said it in my other video. I wanted the loop over belt clip. If I could get that belt clip, or pocket clip, sorry, on this knife, this would be an absolutely perfect setup. And as you can see, this has the nice loop over belt clip, but you can see the length difference. You can also see that this one has retention, whereas this one doesn't. Not even touching the handle. And yeah, it's garbage. So anyway, that was my hopes, was that the belt clip was the same length, which I couldn't tell by the picture, but as you can see, it's definitely not. So I was hoping that would work, and I could just scavenge it for $5. It was worth the price of buying what I was considering it was buying a belt clip. Pocket clip. I keep saying belt clip. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, that was a waste. But I still got this little knife. I had a guy at work that understood it was a knockoff and wanted the black one, so I sold him that one. Just passed it straight over for the $5 I spent on it. As you can see, smoothness is definitely not there. When it comes to Spyderco, I expect it to be smooth, nice pivot points, nice frictionless or very little friction in the pivot. Now, I'll tell you, I could get less friction there, but it's at the sacrifice of a lot of blade play. Now, right now, there's a ton of blade play. As far as I'm concerned, it's flimsy, and that's a lot tighter than it was. I actually tightened it down to get it that good. There's jimping on there. Let's see if I can show you that. The jimping actually looks really good. If I could get it to focus for you guys. There we go. The jimping looks great. Looks very nicely sharpened, and like it would be very grippy. And let's compare it with some North American made Spyderco jimping. I'm not sure how much you can tell the difference in look, but I can tell you one's functional and one's not. As much as they look similar, this one here you'd never slip on. Never. This one, you slide right up on it. I mean, it's got better friction than what was another one I had? I don't remember. It's got better friction than one of the other knives I have as far as the jimping goes, but it's still no good. I mean, I'm pushing and I'm sliding up on it, and yeah, it's not doing anything. You can see it on my thumb, but it's not gripping nearly as much as I would expect it to. But so I got this. Like I said, for the belt clip, pocket clip, for the sake of getting one in my hands, Spyderco makes a metal steel lined, green G10 Dragonfly 2. And I have wanted that thing for a while. I have to pull the trigger and pick it up. But I wanted to at least feel the size of the knife before I spent $100 or whatever it is on it. So here I am. Now I have it in my hand. I have a Dragonfly 2 or something like it in my hand, and I can feel that it's a good sized little pocket knife. Really nice, tiny, small footprint, easy to manipulate, really good for fine cutting tasks, for opening packaging, opening letters, opening boxes, cutting packing tape, whatever you need to do, this is going to do it. I love the shape, the size. I can't speak for the quality yet, other than the fact that I know Spyderco. I've got good experience with Spyderco, and I'm sure they'll be top notch. So I ordered this for the feel, and I'm glad I did. So that, really, I don't carry, to be honest. The belt clip's garbage. The knife, it doesn't seem to have good rigidity. It's flimsy. This is not a good knife, not at all. This knockoff, it's worth the $5 I spent on it. Of course, considering that this should be a $74 plus shipping and tax knife. So for $5, yeah, sure, you're getting what you paid for. But are you going to carry a $5 pocket knife around when it's flimsy and you can't trust it? I'm not. So this sat in my drawer, and I consider it a $5 well spent, in that I know I want a Dragonfly at this point. Just as a comparison, I've got a Boker Subcom Plus, or Boker Plus Subcom here. This is a little smaller than the Dragonfly. Cutting edge is darn near the same. really, yeah, it's the same. I mean, one's got more belly to it than the other. Handle, huge difference. So the subcom is okay. It's a different feel. You're gonna use like 2 fingers to hold it instead of your whole hand. So it's another similar option. It's a little better built, this one is, than the Spyderco knockoff. But out of the two of them, I definitely have the Spyderco personally. I'll throw a little size comparison in for you here so you can see the length of the Dragonfly. I don't want to turn this into a Dragonfly review because it's mostly about the knockoff, not the Dragonfly, but there's a little comparison for size. That's a Manix 2 translucent blue. And then if we want to throw just a little more contrast in there, we have our Cold Steel Recon 1XL. If we really want to give you a little hint as to the compact size of the Dragonfly, it's tiny. Not a very fair comparison there, of course, guys, but anyway, overall, I've ordered a couple of things from China as far as knockoffs go, usually with the goal of deciding on whether I want to spend large amounts of money in the future or not. In this case, it did its job. I do want to spend the money in the future, and Spyderco will continue to get my business as they always have. I just felt it worth the $5 to not take that dive into such a tiny knife for a fairly high price without knowing for sure. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I now know for sure. So as far as the review of the knockoff goes, if all you're looking for is a size comparison, it's worth $5 and your time to check it out, go for it. Buy the knockoff. But I'm going to tell you, don't expect to get this home and think you're going to want to carry it every day, or that it's real H1 steel, because it's not. It's probably 440 or worse. You're not going to get quality. You're going to want to tighten the hell out of the thing so it stays together. You're not going to have the smoothness that you'd expect out of a Spyderco. As far as knockoffs go, this is a very cosmetically proper knockoff, but functionally, not there. Don't go for it. If you expect to get any kind of quality out of your Spyderco Dragonfly 2, buy a Spyderco Dragonfly 2, not a knockoff. Alright? Thanks for watching, everybody.